So this video is based on video on Friday talking about 1950, the new 2100 in the S&P, and it was not. It separated. I sent this the video out, and the S&Ps dropped shortly after. And so you can see some of the long trades I was in. I was in this one, and then I got in here. And then with the sell-off, my Cobra 3 E-mini S&P system got short on the futures, and so I did a small short scalp here on Apple. Had this trade in Netflix, net loss total pretty close to break even on these two trades that I was taking, long equities, and so then I flipped to the short side because there was really strong selling on Friday afternoon, and I did not anticipate that, and so that made me bearish again because we did separate from 1950, and so I got short Regeneron. I was short early in the week, and this thing just didn't follow through. And then on Friday, towards the close, I could see some strong selling, and it's off again today. This was a option that expired on Friday, so it was really cheap. I got 10 contracts at 270, sold the other 10 at 6. That's 10 contracts is like 1,000 shares, so I got 3.3 points on 1,000 shares, and that's just a very small piece of the big move. So really imperfect trade. There was a lot more in it. Had I held it back here and got out at a higher price, or had still been short and had some longer term short trades on this, would have been a much better scenario. So I had the call right, was positioned into short term of a nature, which is in general where I am as a short term trader. So holding trades for longer periods is something that I'm learning how to do, and in general trading is imperfect. You're never going to catch the lows or the highs, but that's how it turned out on Friday. I also got short Google, and shorted Google towards the close, and with these puts, got 10 puts that expire on Friday for the 620s at 235, and we're up almost triple at this point. And so you see the results there. Working with some time decay this week, but anticipate potentially a very big sell-off. This week we have the potential for a larger sell-off now that we've separated from 1950, and we're going into the end of the month. Wednesday is the end of the month, and October 1 and 2 are the first 2 days of the month, and so some of the biggest moves can occur at the end of the month, beginning of the month. We're in October, and you see a lot of the biotechs, they made this similar pattern, and the biotechs are below this August 24th low, and I think that the high flyers are the last to fall, and Google could be that. I anticipate a target somewhere potentially between 580 and 540 on Google, just because I do anticipate the continuation of this move, and it just hasn't been there. And this slow bear market is kind of tricky. When a bear market is slow, it doesn't really seem like a bear market. But this week there's the potential. The potential is strong. It may not happen. Anything can happen. I'm not saying anything. I'm not calling it guaranteed. Bet the ranch trade. These are trades that have limited amounts of risks that is suitable and would not affect me overall. So don't bet too large on these, but it's best to trade with an idea, and that's what I did on Friday. I had an idea that the S&Ps might close at 1950. I was wrong. I was flexible, willing to flip it, and so that's where I'm at now this week. Looking at the short side, unless we get a strong rally back above a close above 1950. Still anticipate a bearish move down, and wanting to hold these through Friday close, even though it could be volatile, even though we get some time decay. Don't like to give up profits, but you've got to hang on to stuff sometimes. Hang on to positions a little bit longer and deal with the volatility when you're talking about moves like this. Google is one of the high flyers and one of the places where money has held up, and it'll be the last to fall if we do sell off this week. And so could be a volatile week, end of the week, with the also the government shutdown potential and everything related to that, uncertainty in interest rates. Crude oil is down, China is interesting, and so end of the month, end of the quarter coming up, and end of the fiscal year for many nations. And so the potential for this sell-off, I'm telling you, is big, and if you want to risk a small percentage of your account, this could be a good trade to take. And this This video is based on the discretionary equity and equity options program that I've been talking about. It's not the automated futures trading systems that we're talking about.